Demian, sometimes internetally known as Kyrasis, and this is my enigmatic ranting program.
DERP Episode 1.
Today, Transformers. I like Transformers. I'm gonna review them. Today, Generations Ratbat. Right, Ratbat. So, I picked it up in Singapore when we were there during the summer. Awesome getting to go there. Yeah, I picked him up at the Universal Studios. The Transformers ride is actually pretty freaking awesome. To my surprise, he was actually pretty decently priced. The gift shop was pretty much a European's dream, since there were a lot of Asia exclusives there. And again, not too terribly priced. Speaking of the gift shop, look at my shirt! Ermagerd! So, Ratbat, he is a repaint and slight remold of, is it Classics or Universe Scourge? I should have looked that up. I know. What the hell? Yeah, he's got a brand new paint scheme and he's got a new head. I guess it isn't strange that the head is the biggest deviation from Scourge, although we'll come to that later because it's a biggie. But damn it, he really wants me to be able to have Scourge. I managed to get my hands on Cyclonus, but now I need Scourge, S, plural, and Galvatron so I can have that little team of evil purple. And speaking of evil purple, look at this alt mode. Look at this purple. This gorgeous metallic flake, slightly sparkly purple. It's so deliciously purple. It's a wedge of evil. It's a wing of doom. It's a very unstealthy stealth bomber. And yeah, as he is a jet former now, he's a long way from his old alt mode of being just a cassette. Although, purple. So yeah, he's a very pleasing shape. He's got some very powerful engines. Quite nice gold paint, smidge of silver there, even inside the jet exhausts, I mean. And a very, very crisp, nice Decepticon symbol. Let's see if we can focus on it. What is this? This is one of the worst cases of visible head syndrome I've ever seen. It's just a bat head hanging out on top of a plane. In the case of Scourge, since he has that very weird thing on top of his head that is so Scourge, I mean, it worked. It didn't look too silly, but this is my one big gripe about this figure, really. Although, something about this alt mode just makes me think of the Brave series, and yeah, Super Sentai in general. So, I'm okay, I'm still down with it. Now, flipping him upside down, we get some really nice landing gear here, and one at the back, which just doesn't really do anything because it doesn't reach the ground. He also has a couple of these 3.5mm clips, which do not facilitate his weapons. And with that said, now, robot mode. Robot mode! The transformation is really fun, and it does a lot with a couple of clever double collapsing hinges in the wings, in the feet, and with some beefy double arm rotations. The result, it's very anime-esque, and again, something about him really reminds me of Gao Gai Gar, the Brave series. Thanks, Evangelist. Also, in this paint scheme, he ends up feeling like a big nod towards RID, the Japanese series, Megatron, or Gigatron, I think he was called in the original version. I end up really liking how every part of the alt mode is present, but now in a much more robot-y shape, without there being any real kibble. Of course, the wings are on the back, but I mean, again, even though he's not an original mold, Ratbat, you kind of have to excuse him for having wings, right? Yeah, of course you have to do, especially when they're this purple. You could make a case for the wings sitting a bit too far back, but since with all the collapsing hinges, you can actually do a couple of really interesting poses and make the cloak or wings look a lot more bat-like. And also, inside of the wings, there's hidden weapon storage. And again, I really just like that when you are able to store everything in vehicle mode. I like my robots to be self-contained. You can totally open up the hidden weapon storage flaps to give him like a cloak. Right, the last bit, the point of contention, his head. Because the original Ratbat, he just had a rat head. Well, bat head, I should say. And here, I think he's based on, what is it? Is it the IDW or the Dreamwave? Because sadly, guys, I haven't been able to read the comics. I prefer to have comics in hand. I don't want to do the illegal download thing, and I just haven't been able to get them. Sorry. In the comics, they gave him a real face, but the sad thing is, it just comes off a bit like pasty and blank. Uh, if you've seen the more recent third-party Tetrajets, same kind of thing going on. He's just there. Uh, Nothing really going on. But everything else about the head even got really nice, tiny, molded in teeth and eyes and everything. Does he have eyes in his helmet? I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. But in the end, he's really cool. He looks great, and he's a ton of fun. Catch you guys later.